Well, I did do a quick check, and I have actually spoken to all of them. The only one that I haven't spoken to is Aegis. That'll be an interesting one. She hasn't been upstairs, though, and that's the only place we've ever seen her. Still just that guy there. Don't really know where else to look for her. And graduation day is tomorrow. That was the day we were all supposed to meet up. If anyone can remember to.
It's me, Aegis.
Aegis!
May I please come in? Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly.
Like, what is even going on with Aegis? Even if her memories of the Dark Hour were erased, she's still a machine. And she would still know what we helped her overcome.
But I really needed to talk to you. I remember everything. Everyone seems to have forgotten, but I remember. That day, I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did at the last battle. Graduation's today, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. Such nice weather outside. Do you remember the promise we all made? Why don't we go there and wait for the others? We can enjoy the view of this peaceful city. The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the senior class to know that you've truly earned our respect. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and prosperity. On this auspicious occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kirijo.
Thank you. This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. Must be tough thinking about her father.
I remember. Yes. With my father's death, I lost my purpose in life.
Hang on. Wasn't I supposed to?
Akihiko-senpai. What's up?
But now, I have something to live for. No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head-on, carrying out my father's will. I am resolved, and without reservation.
Promise.
I owe it all to my invaluable friends. And we have promised to never lose hope, no matter what tomorrow may bring.
Senpai, we made a promise. Let's find him, and I guess too.
Yes, I can hardly wait. Everyone, let's go!
The wind feels so nice. This is my first time experiencing spring. But this season will eventually pass. After fighting alongside you and facing the world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away. Accepting the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want. What the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength. Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey. I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall. When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me. What I wanted most. And so, I made up my mind. I decided that I would continue to protect you. I want to be your strength. I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay. My life will be worth living if it's for this reason. Thank you. You're right. What am I doing? I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
Everyone. I realize now that I have friends as well. You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life. Sometimes, all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you. Thank you for everything. You must be tired. Please, get some rest. I'll stay right here with you. Soon, all your friends will be here by your side. Don't worry. I will always be by your side, protecting you.
It's been a long ride, everyone. It's been a very long ride. I've said before, not only when this Let's Play first began, but when it won the voting celebration, that I was doing this game for all of you. Because all of you are the ones who wanted this game. And I said I was doing it despite that this perhaps wasn't my first choice, let's say, as a game to do. And I'll say that I am very glad that I've done this game. I'm very glad. This game, when the Let's Play started out, it was a chore to go through this game, to play through it, to have to deal with everything that I had to deal with. Rushing to get my stats up as fast as possible, while still spending time in Tartarus and grinding and everything. And honestly, from the very beginning, I wasn't that enthusiastic about it. My girlfriend was actually up, and when we knew Persona 3 had won, as she is actually a very big fan of this game, we of course went out and got the game, and she played through it. And I don't know how easily I could have approached the game if she hadn't played through it first. Because I did see a large portion of the game there. I knew the story, I knew what I was in for. I knew how the game operated. She's actually the one who compiled the social link guide, the max social link guide that I have, that I've been running through and using. And she did that by updating existing and combining existing guides, and then double checking it all to make sure it worked. And at first I had a very hard time accepting a lot of this game because I still had Persona 4 in my mind, and it took my watching her play through to separate it from Persona 4, and it let me appreciate it on its own. And even then, it was still rough early on, because I was doing it, I suppose you could say, against my will, but I wasn't. I was most certainly doing it because I wanted to. But I think over the course of the game, and especially here in the very end, I started to appreciate this game a lot more. And I will still say it's perhaps not my kind of game. It's perhaps not something that I would go out of my way to look for on my own time, but I'm exceptionally happy that I played through it. And there is, of course, the question of whether or not I'm going to play through the answer. I will not. I feel like after everything I've been through in the game, after all the character development, after as much growth as everyone has gone through, knowing what happens in the answer, knowing how people act, I'm not going to go into details for those of you who don't want to know. But all that on top of the sheer amount of dungeoning and the like that you need to do, and that you're brought back to almost square one, not quite, but close to it. I feel like after everything I've been through with this series over the past 9 to 10 months, that I don't have it in me to get brought back to a state that everything was so long ago. And I've said that this game is not especially my kind of game. And though I am very glad that I played through it, if I'm not that enthusiastic about what's going to happen in the answer and what's going to be covered in the answer, knowing that on top of that this isn't my kind of game to get into at all, I simply have no want at all to do it. So I'm sorry to those who have been wanting it. I know there are a lot of people with mixed opinions about the answer. Some people praise the answer for doing many phenomenal things, and many people criticize the answer for almost the same things. And I'm one of the critics, I'm afraid. Just, I've got any number of reasons why I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to. I'm terribly sorry. As a mild spoiler for it, though, I will say that Minato is not dead, but he won't be coming back anytime soon. This long adventure that I've been on with all of you has been Let's Play Persona 3. Until next time, everyone.